Okay, let's get ready to do this awesome sauce pet portrait with me. I don't really know what I want this video to be for now, so I think I'm going to treat it as like giving pointers or like a really basic tutorial while painting, or maybe just like explaining what I'm doing. I don't know. Maybe it'll help someone out there, or maybe they just like time lapses. I really don't know. Before I even start painting, I like to get a good reference image, and if I don't have one, I'll just find a way like I did here. I just edited together a few different poses and tweaked the lighting. So here is that before and after. Here I'm prepping my canvas for the acrylic paint with some white gesso after I spent a good minute fighting the seal to open it. I start with plain white on the back, which helps really tighten this kind of cheap canvas. My roommate taught me this a bit ago, and speaking of roommates, today I'm painting my roommate's kitty named Phoebe. Phoebe is just the sweetest cat I've ever met, even though she has like mad RBS sometimes. She's still a honey bunches of oats. On the front of the canvas, I'm doing green gesso to match the color of Phoebe's eyes for the background, which I thought would be nice since in the finished painting her eyes are closed. Here I'm prepping a paper for tracing an outline of Phoebe for my computer. I know some people might think this is cheating, but it just helps with proportions a lot. I can do without it. It just helps speed things up when I'm doing commission. And after that, I'm giving the back of paper Phoebe a rub with about a 6B pencil, and then some black chalk I had laying around because I forgot to look for transfer paper at the art store again. This is also the part where my baby tripod broke not one, not two, but 3 different times. Here's my really awesome high-tech fix, so you can feel free to screenshot that.
Oh my God!
I also spray this down with some matte fixative before painting, I should mention, or else the sketch sometimes likes to smudge. After that, it's time to do sort of an underpainting. I block out a few shadows and highlights and get a good base color kind of in the middle of dark and light on the body. After this, I kind of go ham on her face for a while, which I don't really know if it's the way you're supposed to do it, but I usually go for it because I think it's the most important feature while doing a pet portrait. I really enjoyed painting Phoebe because she had so many hidden colors in her furs I kept painting. Like, I pulled out pinks and oranges and blues and browns. As I kind of finish up the face, I deepen a few shadows with some dark browns and give a little more love to the ears. And of course, do one of the most exciting parts, which is painting the nose. Again, I start with some darker colors for the shadows and really define those creases caused by her laying in the kind of donut shape, and outline that before going in with a lighter, more mid-toned color that aren't really highlights or shadows. 2-second desk tour, yippee! Anyway, yeah. After that is when I focus a little more on the first highlight and stuff, which of course makes the subject like really come to life. As I'm recording this and watching my footage back, I left a dirty paint water droplet on my canvas for way too long, and I'm peeved. I just want to lick that off right now. Oh my god. I felt the need to stop filming my time lapse and experience the breaking of this new virgin brush, which I wish I had the audio to hear it crack, but the noise level in my room is kind of insane. At this point, I start on the background, which personally I kind of struggled with, but it turned out good in the end. I wanted to do it on a green scale, like I said, because of her eyes, and at first I tried to make the scale just like pure out of the tube green and just mix it with white to go brighter, but I quickly realized my mistake and went over all of the shadows I laid down in the front. And the way I did this is like, the trick is to add a little bit of whatever the complementary color is for the shadow of the color you're working with. So for example, it's a green here, so for the green shadow, I would add a little bit of red, which is opposite on the color wheel. After that little number is finished, I add in Phoebe's flyaway baby hairs on the edges and clean up a few lines. And now it's time for the most wonderful part, the white Posca pen. This one is such a trooper. I got it maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and after consistent use, it still hasn't crapped out on me yet. So yeah, I added in a few of the brightest highlights on Phoebe, and I get started on this cute abstract border around the whole canvas. I think this part really makes it kind of unique. There's a few little shapes here and there, and just like flowing little blobs of doodle and scribble. I usually paint the edges of my canvas in a solid color, usually black, because I think it frames it nicely and just kind of cleans up those messy edges. And after that, I add my little signatures, which I accidentally did on the wrong corner, but oh well. I do another coat of matte fixative after that. I just felt like I had to show myself shaking it. I don't know why. Anyway, here's the finished product. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, especially considering I don't paint cats often, but Hannah seemed to like it, so that's the more important part. Thank you if you stuck around. See ya!
See ya!
Wait.